my maiden camping trip to Yosemite National Park. Let's go. But first, let's stop and get some grub. 1850 restaurant, a must stop. It's on the corner of Highway 49 and 12th Street in Mariposa. Gotta go. But first, let's get set up at our campsite. This place was kind of cool, but also kind of creepy. Grateful considering we didn't have any reservations, so we luckily found this place on Hip Camp. Kind of creepy though, because look at this thing. I didn't care. I was happy to be camping for the first time in decades. Now, my setup, as you see, not much. It was just air mattress shoved into the back of my RAV4, some sleeping bags and a pillow, and some cheap window covers that barely worked, but I didn't care. The mattress was so high, there was no headroom. I was so claustrophobic. Like, it wasn't glamorous, but it was the start of me catching the van life bug. In future Candace here, we've made some serious upgrades and a video coming soon. To capture this shot, we were up before the sun at 4:30 and made our way up to the top of the valley. And yes, slow down, don't kill the bears. As I stopped and took in the view and the vastness of this massive valley, the expansiveness of the problems I was enduring seemed a lot smaller in that moment. You see, this was August of 2020, a year already heavy with loss, chaos, and grief. Our family had just lost a grandbaby at 11 weeks. I was grieving the loss of becoming a grandma again, anxious about the future, and deep down I knew something was coming, and I was right. And as you'll see, there's a lot of smoke. The whole state was literally on fire. Massive wildfires, smoke hanging in the air. Visibility was poor, air quality was worse, and the world felt like it was on fire too. From pandemic panic, politics dividing friends, masks everywhere, even on hiking trails in the middle of nature. People were terrified of each other. People were cutting out friends and family over it, while others were being cut off from loved ones via the medical system. It was my first taste of just how deep the programming and fear ran, causing this division of humanity. And I didn't know it then, but this trip would mark the start of my awakening and one of the darkest nights of my soul. You see, I was dysregulated, heartbroken, and just trying to remember how to breathe again. But then I decided I needed a road trip. And this is where I went. Now, this wasn't my first time at Yosemite National Park. I've been here several times. This was the first time I had went without a partner and was with my best friend and hiking partner. And it was also the first time that I had really leaned into the fear and said, screw it, I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm so glad I did, because these views, just mind-blowing. Even with the smoke, even at the crack of dawn, this was just an incredible experience to behold. Very majestic and very grounding. Looking back now, this trip was the first step into a much longer journey through grief, depression, and eventually healing. I didn't know it yet, but Yosemite had planted a seed in me, one that would grow into countless solo hikes, camping trips, and the courage to follow my heart wherever it led. Did you see this sheer wall over here? So those of you that are watching, that would be half dome. You can't really see it because it's so smoky. Yawning back there because I woke up at 4:30 to get here to watch the sunrise. Caution, when camping with me, I will wake you up early to go on adventures. So anyway, good morning from Yosemite! More pictures to follow, y'all. But happy Sunday. Me big cheesin', even though it's super cold and windy outside. I kind of like how that effect of the sun popped when I edited the photos, but still, Just me being me, I guess. And finding my smile again. After so much loss and chaos and confusion, my life felt like this tunnel. But like many of us in the dark night of the soul, we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel until one day we wake up and realize we have the power. And as Yosemite Valley opened up in front of me, the waterfalls spilling down cliffs like liquid light, the stillness of granite giants, that kind of beauty that just grabs you by the heart and whispers, you belong here too. The famous tunnel bridge. So that's the Merced River. Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Candace Frazier, and this is the story of how I hiked, camped, and explored and healed in nature, one trail at a time. It's the story of how I walked through the grief of betrayal, abandonment, rejection, alienation, and loss, and found my way back to love, to myself, to my flow with the divine. It was about remembering who I was before life got so loud. Nature became my therapist. The rush of water, the scent of pine, the way the mountains and nature exist without apologizing. El Capitan. Ding, ding. If you're here for the journey from chaos to clarity, hit subscribe and stick around. There is so much more to tell, and this is just the beginning. Bam! Waterfall. I know, I was just watching a movie of someone climbing that with no ropes. It's insane. But yes, the El Capitan. Okay, off to adventure more. But wow, isn't that just amazing? Here, let me zoom in for y'all. Waterfall, waterfall, waterfall. Just mesmerizing. This waterfall would be better seen in the spring, not late fall when everything's dried up, because wow. You see, the first step in healing and growing through grief is awareness, and then to rediscover who you really are. And I'm telling you, I had no idea that this trip would change the way I saw myself and the world forever. Looking back now, Yosemite was more than a destination. It was a mirror. It reflected my pain, hope, and possibility. This was where I stopped running from myself and started walking toward my truth, one trail at a time.
Doing their own thing. He's like, hi.
What up, chick? Welcome to my hood.
It's like, I don't really care. I'm just here now.
Tell me all the tools you need to put me back together.
Don't mind me, I'm just eating.
Oh, I don't think you can. Sweet relief caress me until they bury me. I don't mind, it's time for me to leave. It's time that I let go. someone waiting for me. Got someone special waiting for me on the other side. I'm the one who stayed behind.
Dude, you are huge.
Young and free. We
Hi.
got married at 17.
It's okay. We won't
Long
hurt you.
ago, back when the rainbows were black and white. Oh, I was beautiful that night.
Oh, wow.
Also, in hindsight, I would never get that close to the wildlife again, knowing what I know now. But the expansiveness of this valley and the majestic mountains really did help ground me into the reality of my now is wow. And in that moment, I caught an even bigger bug of I need to be in nature and I need to figure out how I'm going to do this and create a hybrid van life because I want more of this freedom and beauty and fun. And I love taking pictures of nature. Call me a weirdo, but it is what it is. In these early journeys, I traveled solo and had a pet sitter at home so I could focus fully on exploring wild places, find my footing, and learning how nature could hold me through this deep grief. Not to mention pets aren't allowed on trails in Yosemite. Super excited to do this trail and remind you, if you're going, take more than enough water and electrolytes. Very important. This trail is not for the weak, faint-hearted. And be aware of bears. There was a bear on the trail today.
He's like, who's gonna feed me?
Yeah, who's got the food?
This place was magical and quite a hike up, especially for me. And this is what it looks like from the top. Don't fall. As you can see, the wind had carried a lot of the smoke out of the valley, so it wasn't as bad. But the day is wound down. We're done hiking. We're getting ready to leave the park. And wow, just transformational. And I can't wait to go back again. Heading west to northwest out of the valley, we could see the smoke and how it had turned the sun orange. Quite a sight. The sun is on fire! Look, that shit's bright, reddish orange. Thank you for joining me on this maiden voyage and camping trip to Yosemite Valley, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Remember, no matter how dark the night of your soul is, you are the light in it, so shine bright, y'all.